there, it's Amy Donaldson with Amy D Coaching and author of Get Off the Cash Flow Roller Coaster. And in this series, we're talking about farming a neighborhood, which really is about becoming the neighborhood expert. A lot of people think you can just, establish a little farm or not, and it really is a commitment to being that neighborhood expert. And in this little chunk, we're going to talk about postcards and how to properly utilize them. Postcards can be one of the best tools in your toolbox, and I see so many realtors misuse them. And what I mean by that is I see realtors go, okay, well, I have this listing, should I do the coming soon postcard and the just listed or the just sold? And so maybe they do 3 or 4 on a particular listing. Now, the problem is if you're farming this neighborhood, you're obviously not going to turn business away that's outside your farm. So you get a listing that's over there, and now you do these postcards. Maybe you just do 1, or maybe you do 3, or, who knows? And really, in my opinion, who cares? Because if you're just marketing that one listing over in that area, it's really not enough. There's nothing compelling enough for the prospective new homeowner or buyer or seller to contact you. And more importantly, your focus of the postcard is on the house. And you've probably heard me say this before, but real estate agents don't sell houses. We don't even own the houses. Real estate agents provide a service. So you want the postcard, the message of the postcard, to be demonstrating the service that you provide to the farm that you're farming. So if this area is your farm, you want to make sure that every time you have a listing in this farm, you let them know about it. You let them know about your services. You let them know that you're available. Being available is huge. And the other thing to think about, this listing that's over there, now if it's way across town, it might not make sense. But if it's just outside the farm, close enough that it would make sense, don't circle prospect this house. Send the postcard to your farm. They don't know how big your farm is. They don't know that your farm isn't this big, right? So if it's within close proximity, send it to these addresses, these homes. You should be sending your postcards to the same people over and over and over. And you want to think about, people need to see your message at least 7 times within a relatively short period before they even know who you are. So a just listed postcard from an agent they've never heard of before means nothing to them. But if they're consistently getting postcards with your face, your image, your phone number on it, they're not even going to notice that the address is not, right near them. And the most important component when you are sending a postcard is that there's some form of lead capture on there. So Core Fact, for example, is a great product that has, and you can also buy, I think, these online and put it together yourself, but Core Fact has it ready-made where the homeowner gets a little code and they're directed to go to a website if they want their home value. But when they go to that website, that code is affiliated with their address and their information, so you as the agent gets the email that they did that. That gives you the opportunity to follow up with them. Because the majority of people that get this postcard, they're not logging in and checking their home value unless there's a reason. There's only a handful of reasons to do that. Some people are just curious, or they've been talking to a financial planner and they're just curious like what equity is in their home. So you will get, these are not all leads. Some people just want to know. The overwhelming majority who log on are doing one of 2 things: preparing to sell their home or refinance. A refinance doesn't do much for us, but someone interested in selling does. So it's worth it to be able to capture the information of people who want their home value and be able to follow up with them. Also, they'll get an automated home value, and then you follow up with them in person. So I will do other videos on some of the follow-up systems. But the seed that I want to plant with you today is A, your postcard should be going to the same addresses over and over, and B, that you should have a follow-up system for when they engage. This is a long-term plan. Most people that get this kind of a postcard and then log on to check their home value, they're not planning to sell next week or next month. They're in the very early stages. So then you need more of a plan. So that will be coming up in the series.